Hey you guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is your girl Queen Talks Crime and I am back with another video. Make sure you guys like, share, subscribe, comment down below if you have any questions or comments. Make sure you hit the post notification bell so you'll know every time I come through with another video. Okay? Mysterious circumstances surrounding a Richmond teen athlete's disappearance. Alright, this was published February the 15th. And it was updated on the 17th. You can find this article at KTVU Fox 2. Okay? Richmond, California, a 17-year-old Antoine Whittley of Point Richmond has been missing since Wednesday, and the circumstances surrounding his disappearance are unusual. He was on his way home after visiting a friend in Richmond, but there was some sort of disagreement with his ride-share driver while they were on the Richmond San Rafael Bridge. Investigators said that's the last time he was seen. Richmond police are joining forces with other law enforcement agencies such as the Contra Costa County Sheriff and the Solano County Sheriff in its search for Antoine in the bay by the Richmond San Rafael Bridge. I'm not sleeping, I'm not resting, I'm not going to be able to go to sleep until I find my son, says Tanetta Morgan, Antoine's mother. Family, friends, and supporters gathered at the 300 block of Marina Way South in Richmond to pass out flyers asking the public for help in finding Antoine. On Wednesday night, police say the 11th grader was visiting a friend in the area. Shortly before 8:30 p.m., Antoine was picked up by a rideshare driver to be taken home to Point Richmond, but he never made it. The rideshare driver missed the exit and accidentally ended up on the bridge, says Richmond Police Sergeant Aaron Pomeroy. Something occurred while on the bridge between the driver and Antoine, and the decision was made to stop the vehicle and Antoine exited the vehicle. Police say Antoine got out of the vehicle mid-span on the bridge of his own free will and hasn't been seen since, in person or on any surveillance video. That's weird. Let's keep going. We're still asking the officers to see if they can get footage of him and the Lyft driver entering through the toll plaza to confirm that he was in the car, says Anthony Whittley, the missing teen's father. Police say Antoine's cell phone pinged a tower in San Rafael indicating that he was on the bridge, matching the information the rideshare driver provided. Police also say the driver, Antoine's friend, described him as being paranoid the night he went missing. It's been too many days and we're not giving up. We love him and we just want our family back, says Malika Whittley, Antoine's sister. Family and friends say Antoine attends Kennedy High School where he's on the football team. He's number 23 and plays wide receiver. He also loves playing basketball. They say he's not suicidal. He has never gone without calling his family. I'm thinking he's going to walk in that door and it's not happening. I'm not going to give up on my son, but I'm hoping that he shows up, or if somebody got him, they can just let him go, says Morgan. San Francisco Police and Marin County Sheriff's Department are expected to join the search on the bay, which will begin at 9 a.m. Tuesday. Anyone with any information should contact Richmond Police. He is a handsome young man, and he's missing. We need Antoine Whittley brought home. So we're going to be following this case and bring awareness to this case. This man, Antoine Whittley, needs to be brought home. And that's I'm looking at the rideshare driver kind of sideways because you were the last person to be seen with Antoine. You saying something happened in the car. I would like to know what happened to him. What was the argument about? What was the disagreement about? How did he end up outside the car? You let him out the car and then on the bridge, and now he's nowhere to be found. That's questionable. That's very suspect to me. What could y'all possibly have had a disagreement about to the point where you're a rideshare driver, Antoine gets out of the car willingly and disappears? Something isn't right about that. So the rideshare driver needs to be he needs to explain himself. He really needs to explain himself. Something's not right with that story. That's very odd. And I would like to know more about the ride in that vehicle and how he ended up outside of the car on the bridge and never seen again. So definitely the rideshare driver needs to be interviewed thoroughly, because he, in my eyes, is a person of interest, at this point. And he needs to be talked to, because Antoine Whittley still hasn't turned up, and you was the last person to see him. Last person to see him. And he is being described as a kind of a paranoid young teen. I don't think he would just possibly willingly get out on a bridge being paranoid. You wouldn't take that big of a chance unless you would, something's going on that serious where you had to have gotten out the car. But we would like answers, and we're pushing for Antoine Whittley to be brought home safe. So y'all, please, if you know anything, Point Richmond, if you know anything about this case, please contact the authorities in Richmond and provide them with any information you have, anything you might have seen, because Antoine Whittley is still missing, has not been brought home. So we will definitely be following this case. Let me go ahead and play this clip. Excuse me.
He just visited a friend when there was some kind of disagreement with his rideshare driver right in the middle of the Richmond-San Rafael Bridge. And investigators say that's the last time he was seen. KTVU's Amber Lee here now with the latest on the search. Amber?
Frank, Richmond police tell me because the teen was last seen on the Richmond-San Rafael Bridge, they're working with multiple law enforcement agencies to use boats to search the bay. Family members say they won't rest until they find him. Richmond police are joined by other law enforcement agencies, such as Contra Costa and Solano County sheriffs, in its search for Antoine Whittley in the bay by the Richmond-San Rafael Bridge. The 17-year-old has been missing since Wednesday.
I'm not sleeping, I'm not resting, you know. I'm not going to go to sleep until I be able to find my son.
Looking for my 17-year-old brother. He lives in the area. If y'all keep your eyes open, thank you.
Family, friends, and supporters gathered at the 300 block of Marina Way South in Richmond to pass out flyers asking the public for help in finding Antoine. On Wednesday night, police say the 11th grader was visiting a friend in the area. Shortly before 8:30, Antoine was picked up by a rideshare driver to be taken home to Point Richmond, but he never made it.
The rideshare driver missed the exit and accidentally ended up on the bridge. Something occurred while on the bridge between the driver and Anton, and the decision was made to stop the vehicle, and Anton exited the vehicle.
Richmond police tell me it appears Antoine got out of the vehicle mid-span on the bridge of his own free will and hasn't been seen since, in person or on any surveillance video.
We're still asking the officers to see if we can get footage of him and the Lyft driver entering through the toll plaza to confirm that he was in the car.
Police say Antoine's cell phone pinged a tower in San Rafael, indicating that he was on the bridge, matching the information the rideshare driver provided. Police also say the driver and Antoine's friend described him as being paranoid the night he went missing.
It's been too many days, and we're not giving up, and we love him, and we just want our family back.
Family and friends tell me Antoine attends Kennedy High School, where he's on the football team. He's number 23 on the bottom of the screen, a wide receiver, and that he also loves playing basketball. They say he's not suicidal and has never gone without calling his family.
Because I want to think he's going to walk in that door, and it's not happening, but I'm not going to give up looking for my son, but I'm hoping that he show up, or if somebody got him, can I just let him go?
I'm told San Francisco Police and Marin County Sheriff will be joining the search on the bay tomorrow. Richmond Police say the search will resume at 9 a.m. depending on weather and water conditions. Frank?
Just such a bizarre and awful story. Amber, I'm curious, the one piece in your piece that stuck out to me was a friend saying that he was paranoid that night. Did the friend elaborate at all on what he was paranoid about?
I asked him that specific question. What he said to me was that, quote, I'm afraid someone will kidnap me, something to that effect, but that was it.
Well, let's just hope that there's a happy ending to the story. Amber Lee, live for us tonight. Amber, thank you.
Wow. That's Okay, so that's what we definitely wanted to know. What was he paranoid about? So with this clip, they asked a friend, what is he paranoid about? Somebody might kidnap him. So what's going on? Is it possible that this teen was kidnapped? That the one thing he was paranoid about ended up happening to him? Who was he worried about kidnapping him? Why was he worried about someone kidnapping him? Why would they want to kidnap him? And who are we talking about? But he was paranoid. The friend said he was paranoid about somebody kidnapping him. So he gets out on the bridge, allegedly, per the rideshare driver. He gets out on the bridge, never seen or heard from again. So is it possible that his one thing Antoine was nervous and paranoid about actually really happened to him? Someone seen him walking and possibly kidnapped him and put them in their car? Could that have happened to Antoine? I do not know. But the one thing that stuck out to me is the rideshare driver and Antoine. I would like to know, what was the altercation, what disagreement, what was the situation that happened in the car which led Antoine to getting out of the car. Something happened inside of that car which led him to be out. They're not explaining in depth what it was. So we would need to know what happened with Antoine inside of the car with the rideshare driver, and what caused him to get out. And I'm looking at, everyone around that case as a person of interest. But I'm hoping they really investigate thoroughly, especially the rideshare driver, because it's just very weird that Antoine gets out and he's never seen or heard from again, if he actually got out, or if something. I'm really looking at the rideshare driver, but it is possible that Antoine did get out of his free will and someone else ended up snatching him up. And that's the one thing he was paranoid about. So it's just very weird. This case is very bizarre, and it's very sad. It's very sad. So if you see something, say something, you guys. Please contact Richmond police, law enforcement. If you hear anything, see anything, we need to bring Antoine Whittley home. We need to bring him home. He needs to be brought home safe and sound. No matter what the circumstances, he needs to be brought home. We need to know what happened to him. Did he get out of the car on his own free will, or was he put out of the car, or did he get out and someone else pick him up and snatch him up? Or does the rideshare driver have anything to do with this? This is just very, very, very weird. Very, very weird. And I'm very suspicious at everything around this case right now until I know more. I'm looking at everybody that ever came in contact with Antoine Whittley. So prayers out to the family. And let's try, you guys, because there obviously was a crime committed in this case. So let's try to bring him home safely. There's obviously somebody has him, or somebody did something to Antoine to where he's not home. He was on his way home. Never made it home. Never made it home. So I have a lot of questions, and we need some answers. So thank you guys for watching. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, comment down below if you would like to. Make sure you hit your post notification bell so you know every time I come through with a new video. And I will see you guys a little bit later on today. Have a good day.